How will you serve the world? What do they need that your talent can provide? So the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is.
Why do I run? Whew. Now there's a question. I don't actually think about that very often. Why do I run? I run, I think, for the struggle. It's no secret in life that the things we appreciate and enjoy the most are the things that we struggle to get. And I find running a struggle. And therefore the things I get from running bring me so much meaning and so much joy because they're not easy to come by. I enjoy running thoroughly on a broader picture, but most days, and particularly for the 10 minutes before I go out the door to run, I don't enjoy running at all. In fact, I often have heard to be saying that I hate it, but overall I love it. So yes, I run, I think, for the struggle, for the strive. I run for headspace. I run for joy. I run for many reasons. Those reasons change day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. But overall, I think it's the struggle that keeps me going. It's that constant battle to try and keep on top of the fitness. Try and get back to times that you had in the past, times that you have planned to break in the future. The overall struggle is what keeps me coming back, because when you get to that little pinnacle on race day or a workout day, it brings you immense joy.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
So, next question. What one piece of advice would you give to a new runner? And that's another tough one. Not a straightforward answer. So the one piece of advice, well, before I give the piece of advice, I suppose it's important to outline that for me, running is a journey, it's not a destination. So the journey just keeps on continuing. There are little blips and high points along the way, and they're all good to measure and to remember. In my clinic, if you look back over any of the rehab and talking videos where I'm in my clinic, you'll see there's a little metal plaque on my wall. I think we've got 4 medals hanging on it. I don't even know what they are. There's medals sprinkled all over my house. I don't tend to keep them all hanging up where I can see them, because like I said, for me, running is a journey, it's not a destination. And my piece of advice for you in that matter is to find some sort of enjoyment in whatever running it is you do. And if you find enjoyment, try and go at that, try and maximize that. As you progress as a runner, you'll probably find yourself following some sort of a program or even getting a coach. I highly recommend getting a coach if performance is what you're after. But always remember when you do that, if it all starts getting on top of you, if it starts getting a bit difficult, if you're starting to lose the enjoyment, don't be afraid to rein it back, to do the things that you like the most, to find that enjoyment and to maximize your enjoyment. Because if you're not enjoying it, I guarantee you, I've been doing this for 20 years, if you're not enjoying it, you're going to start to get sick or you're going to start to get injured pretty quickly. So my one piece of advice is find enjoyment and maximize it. I recorded the last 3 questions in the park, but the wind was just solid, the audio was awful, so I'll do them here. First race I ever did was, I suppose my first race as a runner was the Dublin City Marathon in 2001. Nearly killed me, honest to God, nearly killed me. Finished in 4:23, I think, went through the halfway point at 1:45, thinking everything was great. The longest run I'd done on training was 14k, had no idea about running or endurance or anything. And the last 10k of that race was just a death march. Biggest goal but most achievable goal I'm working on at the moment. I've tried twice already and failed, and it's to break 3 hours in the marathon, and I'm going to do that this October. I'm training for it now. If you subscribe to this channel, you can follow my journey, a weekly vlog on what my training is for that. That's sub 3 hour attempt. The last question, which is what race or run would I most likely do? I think doing the Dublin Marathon in sub 3 hours would be really the icing on the cake. I think anything after that, like doing the whole marathon under 3 hours for me, I think that would really be swan song. If I do that this year, I would envisage myself just doing ultras from then on. I think I'd finish with the marathon and just move up to doing ultras. I've done 2 ultras and I've really enjoyed them. I think that would be, that's pretty much it. I hope that helps anybody who watch it. So you're gonna nominate 3 people to do the same challenge. So I'm gonna go with a bit of girl power on this one. I'm gonna go with Rachel D to get her to do the My Run. Chloe Hamard. And I will also choose Heather, the running geek girl. Those 3 girls, I think a bit of girl power on this challenge would be good. So I'm gonna tag them and get them in. Remember guys, run far, run fast, but most of all, run sensible.